anybody who thinks that Kendrick has not won this war or can't rap, it's because you can't read. That's why. That book right there is black people's biggest enemy. Their biggest nightmare right there.
What would you tell the black community if they weren't so triggered by words?
Designer does not make you invincible. Let's put on that Gucci shirt and think they bulletproof.
Yes, sir, ski. This the Hood Analyst Podcast where we talk about that real hood shh. Now today we got an extremely controversial topic, but it needs to be addressed because it's the truth. And I believe that the truth is love. We saying it out of love. But first, like, subscribe, and share the content. We drop the long form videos on YouTube at 8 p.m. every Friday, and we drop the Reels, TikToks, and YouTube shorts every single day, multiple a day. You could get some value from it. You could learn and you can laugh. You know, he not even my co-host. This my partner right here, Justin, in the building. And I got one question for this episode, just one.
Now listen, this whole entire video is gonna be real triggering. So if you're a sensitive ass person and you get triggered kindly, you might want to click off this video.
Exactly. Shut the fuck up and get the game. Like I said, we saying this shit out of love. Our community needs this. What would you tell the black community if they weren't so triggered by words?
Designer does not make you invincible. That's what they need to hear. Motherfuckers put on that Gucci shirt and think they bulletproof. Like it gives them superpowers. They need to
Talk
stop.
to them.
They need to stop, bro.
Talk to them.
They need to fucking stop, bro.
Yeah, I don't understand. Dudes, look, first off, I'm trying to build my way up in life. But even if I was a multi-millionaire with multiple properties, multiple businesses, I would still be reluctant to buy an Amiri tee or a $5,000 outfit. But niggas will crash out, sell drugs, put their life in danger.
Go to war.
To buy an Amiri tee. Like, the priorities are way out the window. And like I said, we saying this shit out of love, but we triggering y'all the whole episode.
Like, they be putting on that $5,000 outfit and thinking that's gonna like transform them.
Yeah, I think it's because of status. And that's something that I would tell the black community too. Status is worth nothing if you can't leverage it.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't leverage the status, the followers on IG to actually make your life better, then what's the point?
Yeah, like they put on that outfit, and if the foundation, if you're a shitty person and you are not fun to be around, that designer is not gonna fucking help you.
And if you stink too.
Yeah, like literally.
Dirty designer.
You could have a $10,000 outfit on, but go ahead and smell them first. You spend all that money on them clothes, bro, but you couldn't spend it. You couldn't spend it on soap.
Talk to him. Y'all can call me broke. Y'all can call me a hater. Y'all can call me all of that. Like I said, we saying this shit out of love, man. The people need to hear this shit. We need to make a drastic change in our community, and the only way we could do that is by addressing this shit. Why do you think black people glorify negativity so much?
Because negativity is the only way that we get acknowledged. That's why. It's the only thing that our community actually centers themselves around. Like,
yeah,
look at it. Drug dealers, people that kill people, people that beat people up.
Came home from jail,
all that stuff. They glorify all those things. So it's like, damn, we're here to just propel that. And anything that anybody wants to do in the community that's helpful, they don't want to come together. But the only time they come together is when it's something like negative or violent.
Word. But if you got a business idea, or if you got a business that you're trying to get off the ground, you already got the idea. Niggas ain't showing up for shit.
Nope, nothing. All the other communities show up for all the good things, and this is why the black communities have the worst, problems. Like, as in the highest crime rates, the shittiest environments, is because we don't come together to fucking help our community for nothing, bro. We band together around the things that break us down.
Word. We just haters. We just
Yeah.
hate. We don't want to see the other person doing better than us.
Black people love to hate, bro.
Word,
Black
man.
people love to hate.
You know what proves that? The Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. By the way, I'm on Kendrick's side. I like both of them as artists, but Kendrick always been my favorite rapper. First off, why does it take Kendrick Lamar to be in a beef with Drake for people to finally start praising him and going back to his albums like Mr. Morale and really understanding Kendrick Lamar? Until he gets into some negativity, that's when people want to give him some light.
Because he's been spitting game inside of his raps for a long time now, and like deeply like diving into certain things that people just fairly just don't understand. And I'll be honest with you, everybody that think that Drake has won this war is fucking insane.
Yeah, I agree.
They think that Kendrick is Kendrick is ass. They're like, oh, Kendrick not really spitting and this, that, and the third. You want to know why you think that?
Talk
and
to
for
him.
anybody who thinks that Kendrick has not won this war or can't rap or anything like that, it's because you can't fucking read. That's why. You can't read. You can't understand what he said. Big words. Actually, that book right there is black people's biggest enemy. Their biggest nightmare right there.
Oh my God.
They look at that book and like they start shaking. It's the truth.
And you see how I'm not affected by that? I'm a black person. I could take the criticism as a whole in the community because you see more of these in people's hands than these in
And you
people's
want to know
hands.
how that's true? Remember when we was growing up in school and all that other stuff, and you had to go up in front of the class and read?
Oh my God.
When the teacher would call you out to go read a paragraph, and then they just can't do it.
Niggas is 37 years old and still reading at 5th grade level.
And if you want to come at me crazy, this is not just me saying this. This is like a thing that's across the entire country. People,
statistics.
Yeah, people can't read past the 5th grade level.
Yeah.
That's why they don't know how to communicate.
Damn. Yeah.
That's why we refer towards violence, because we can't talk shit out.
Damn.
That's why.
Talk to them.
That's a part of the black community, bro. We can't communicate, so we resort to violence. We get angry, we get ignorant because we can't understand shit.
Absolutely.
And that falls forward from you not being able to read.
Absolutely. You know what else too? I thought it is because you saying a lot of this stuff, or we saying a lot of this stuff, but black people take shit too personally because
Too emotional.
too emotional. I could have got triggered. I could have got angry when he said that niggas who don't fuck with Kendrick Lamar can't read. I thought that shit was hilarious. But yeah, it's people that's gonna get triggered. They're gonna get mad. They're gonna get emotional. And I think that that's the biggest factor in our way that's keeping us from thriving as a community. That's why we have to address this shit.
I would say black people they resort to violence so frequently. It gets like put like this. They say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words never hurt me.
Talk to them.
But words do hurt you when you don't understand them.
You talking. All right. I told you we only got one question. We're gonna keep repeating this question because repetition is power. What would you tell the black community if they weren't so triggered by words?
You're really broke. You're really broke. People fail to understand that, bro. People like, oh yeah, you broken. Nah, bro, I got all this money, this, that, and the third. Yo, you got on a $10,000 fit
Mindset.
but you don't got $1,000 in your bank account.
It's the mindset. It's the priorities.
Them
Broke starts up here.
them clothes are not doing shit for you, but just giving you a compliment. Them compliments is not feeding your bank account. When you gotta go put a down payment on something, you don't got no money. You don't got nothing. If them $10,000 you spend on your clothes, right? That's the only thing that you actually own, but everything else owns you.
Yeah, we focus too much on the liabilities. Like, well, I forgot if we brought it up or not, but black people chase status without the leverage.
Mm-hmm.
They don't leverage the status. They just want the status to
I
be
would
popular.
I
It's
would
that
say
high
this.
school mindset.
I would say this. Black people find the easiest way out to be wealthy. They don't
Ooh,
want to put in the work, so they try to buy everything else to make them look like they're rich, but they're actually not.
talk
And if you
to
see the
'em.
real rich people, they don't wear that designer dumb
Talk
shit
to 'em.
because they rather invest into their own business and invest in somebody else's because that's what you're doing when you're buying those clothes.
Talk to him. Okay. I got another answer for the question. I'm gonna ask the question and then answer it myself. What would I tell the black community if they weren't triggered by words? I'm not a parent myself. He not a parent yet. Maybe one day, God willing, we both will be. The parenting is atrocious. I've seen it. Not saying all of y'all. Like I said, strong character. We just addressing this shit. If the shoe don't fit, don't wear it. If you get triggered, most likely the shoe fit. I was just on the phone with a close friend, and he told me that his parents used to beat him because they didn't know how to speak to him. I thought that was some of the realest shit that I ever heard because it's so true.
Like I said, bro, in our community, we don't know how to communicate because one, we don't know how to read. So it's hard to speak when you don't know the words to say. And
Talk to him.
people resort to violence when they feel like they can't be understood. So that's the reason why in our community, right, instead of talking to our kids, and granted, you should discipline your kids when it comes down to that point because sometimes words don't work. But in most cases, especially for simple shit, like I see kids getting beat for stupid shit that they shouldn't be getting beat for. That literally could have been just handled in a conversation.
Talk to him.
And of course, if the only way that you could communicate to your kid discipline wise is by beating them, imagine what they're gonna do once they get out. They're gonna feel like, oh, that since I can't say something and that's not how we operate and that's how my parents didn't operate, I'm just gonna go be violent every single time to be heard.
Talk to him.
That's not how life operates because automatically you put your hands on anybody inside of this world, you're going to jail.
That's a fact.
You're getting charged.
That's a fact, and that's the way that it should be. We can't change the rules. We can't get emotional and get mad and try to beat somebody up, especially over words like we talking about.
And
That's
the next thing too is like the thing about parenting in our community, in the black community,
talk
is
to him.
that they treat their children like they're adults.
Oh,
and not kids.
Talk to him.
Like they try to be friends with them. They try to talk to them in any such way. Like there should be no reason why you're talking to a kid in a vulgar way.
That's a fact. That's a super fact.
You don't curse at no baby, no toddler. Are you insane? You think that? Just imagine from the outside looking in. You seen a grown ass adult arguing with a kid. You don't argue with kids, bro. They're a kid.
Yeah, that's because the adults still be kids.
Yeah, that's true. That's another one. People in our community don't grow up.
Damn, that is true, and they need to hear that too. I agree. Yeah, I don't even have to elaborate on that one. That one's obvious. A lot of people still got that high school mindset. They chasing the status. They buying the surface level shit and never working on the internal character, the morals, their values. And like I said, it's not all y'all, but we here to trigger y'all today.
Mm-hmm. And then another thing that we can trigger them with, single mothers don't know what's best for their kids, especially black single mothers.
Elaborate.
Yeah, I'm gonna go buy my kid $200 pair of shoes and $300 pair of $300 Burberry shirt to show off. Like, yeah, I got my kid throughout anything. Do you really got him though?
Damn, they be treating a kid like an accessory.
Yep.
Just to stand next to them and look good next to them. Not teaching them and instilling any real values in the child.
Yep. Say you spend $200 on those shoes and $300 on that shirt. You could have put $500 towards their college fund, but you didn't do that.
Talk to them.
You think because you're spending these materialistic things on your kid that you're taking care of your kid? No, the fuck you're not.
Damn. Another thing in our community too, we don't hold each other accountable.
Yep.
And I understand you want to ride for your boy, you want to ride for your friend. If they are wrong in public, yeah, you ride for them in public. But the second half to that, when y'all get behind closed doors,
You gotta check his ass.
exactly. People ain't doing that shit.
Like, they sanction all of the fuckery that their boys, their friends be doing, and don't call them out on that shit.
Talk to them.
Ever.
Talk to them.
But you know what's funny though? They won't say nothing about that. But when you're doing something positive, they always have something to say.
Oh my, yo, you talking right
like,
now.
oh yeah, my boy, you can't do that, bro. Only 1% of them only do something like that. But what
Yeah.
you think you are trying to do something like this? But when they're going out there killing, when they're going out there robbing, when they're going out there,
They always make an excuse for it.
not even an excuse. They don't say nothing. They don't call them out on that shit. But they're quick to fucking call you out for having a dream.
Damn.
Quick as
Talk
fuck.
to them.
Quick as fuck to call you out on a dream.
Talk to them. Oh my goodness. What would you tell the black community if they weren't so triggered by words? Stop being a fucking follower.
Yep. Have your own damn brain.
Word. Learn some critical thinking. Think for yourself. Don't just follow what the crowd is doing, what is perceived as cool. Even, I think niggas even dress the same nowadays.
Yeah, they all drawn up, have designer. They all want to have the same type of sweater, the same type of designer shoes, just to be in a collective. But the only crazy part is, the people that you think that you're in a group with don't give a fuck about you.
Ooh,
You're
talk
not
to
a part.
them.
You could wear the same shit that they have. You're not even a part of their clique.
Talk to them. Damn. What else would I tell my community if they weren't triggered by words? All right. This one is for the ladies. I don't think y'all ready for an emotionally intelligent man.
Nobody wants to be with the man that's real.
Mm.
Because a real man is going to fucking hold you accountable for shit. And then the women today don't want that to be held accountable.
Talk to them.
They don't want to. The real man is going to tell you not to fucking go outside looking like a damn, I guess a swimsuit model.
You don't think they recognize that it's out of love? I hear the argument a lot of he's controlling or he's insecure. Why don't you think they see it of him saying that out of love?
Because they lack critical thinking skills. They can't see past anything. That's why. They don't understand that you dress like that, you're going to get more attention out of other men that's willing to crash out over getting you. Now I got to defend you because I told you not to go outside like that. And now I got to risk my freedom because somebody wants to crash out over you.
Yeah, it's a selfish mindset.
Because don't you understand, a real man wants to protect you in every single sense. He wants your best interest. So he's not saying anything to control you. He's saying everything to protect you. Because if that man truly cares about you, he's going to speak. If that man doesn't care about you, he's going to let you do whatever the fuck you want to do.
That's a fact. They get a real man confused with a real nigga.
Mm-hmm.
They not the same thing.
A real nigga is a person that stands on business and is willing to give up his freedom over anything that he believes in.
Yeah,
And that's
crash
cool
out.
Yeah, crash out guy. But that's cool and all for that street shit. But a real man knows how to be emotionally intelligent and picks and chooses his battles.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
A man knows that he can stand on business, but if standing on business is going to jeopardize everything that he's worked for, he's not going to do it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I don't even have to elaborate on that. What would you tell the black community if they weren't so triggered by words? We asking y'all this question too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just for him. It's not just for me. We asking the black community this question.
Mm-hmm.
Women, y'all gotta hold the other women accountable. When we speak about the single mothers, we're not speaking about the ones who raise their children in a remarkable way, that's in their lives, that don't listen to Sexy Red and Megan Thee Stallion while their kid is in the room. We're not talking about y'all, but y'all need to get in the comments and let the other ones know that are doing that and hold them accountable. That's how we move forward as a community. I know it gets redundant and it seems misogynistic coming from dudes all the time. I'm here to take the hate comments. I'm here to address the hard conversations. But y'all gotta come up and the women need to hold women accountable too. It can't just be the men holding them accountable. Men hold each other accountable, or at least I do. I try to hold the men around me accountable when they doing some dumb shit. So, ladies, I don't know if that might be the way that y'all finally learn, but real women, please get in here and let these hoes know. let these shorties know that that the life that they lead in doesn't lead to happiness. I'm not saying that you got to be with a man and marry him and stay. We understand some people are single, some people don't want children, but the behaviors that we see that are becoming more and more popular,
You gotta stop it.
not even stop it. Y'all just got to stop condoning it.
Yeah.
Stop promoting it. It's always going to happen, but why do we always showcase the worst of us?
And then the best of us is always brought down.
Talk to them.
That's the problem. That's another one in the community, bro.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
glorify the worst and chastise the best.
Damn. Talk to them, bro.
Another one, you rappers need to quit it. You
Look,
need to stop.
I'm a rapper, and I stopped taking that shit serious a couple years ago.
Everybody wants to be a fucking rapper, a ball player. That shit has to stop, bro.
Yeah, man. There's so many different ways and avenues
To make money, to be famous, to be successful,
To get
and
to
you
that
want
bag.
to choose the hardest ones. Listen, you cannot be a rapper off of strictly talent anymore. That's not going to work.
Yeah, it's a popularity game now.
You literally have to crash out to get some type of attention.
Yeah, you got to go to jail or be a shooter. It's just getting out of hand. It's getting the behavior is getting atrocious. That's another one too. Black people are controlled by the entertainment companies, Hollywood, media. We just follow that shit. Somebody say something or do something, and if we perceive them as cool,
We flock towards it.
oh my goodness,
fast as
oh my
possible.
goodness, and it cannot be productive at all.
Yep. It's through the music, bro.
That's a fact.
We glorify all this killing trap drill music, and the funny part is gears towards us. We're talking about killing, robbing, stealing our own people,
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, and
and they don't see nothing wrong with that.
at all. Like the point that we said earlier, why do we have to wait until Kendrick Lamar is in a beef to?
Appreciate his music.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy how literally his music is number one, both diss tracks. You know how long ago that he had a number one single?
I don't even know.
Since like Humble.
Damn.
And
See-
he's been dropping music since then, and it's never touched anywhere near the top 20.
And yeah, I love his music. I love the character that he at least portrays. I'm not saying he's perfect. I don't know the man personally, but he tries to portray himself in the best light. On his last album, Mr. Morale, he even showed the worst of himself, but he gave it to you in a way that you can digest it and learn from it instead of glorifying the horrible parts of himself.
Well, like I said, people don't like him because they can't read. And also, they don't want to learn. They want to be so stubborn. That's another one. Black people are fucking stubborn, bro.
Talk
They're
to
hard-headed as
'em.
Shit. They think that they know things, but don't. They don't know anything.
Oh my goodness, talk to him. That's real right there.
They don't know. They're so stubborn. They're so stuck in their ways. And the crazy part is that they really lack foresight.
That long-term thinking, man. Yeah, we do a lot of things for the short term.
Like you doing the same thing for 5 years and it has not done anything for you, and you still continue to do the same thing is insane. It's insanity.
It's because they get that short-term pleasure, that hit. It's like a drug. They buy the designer or buy the nice car.
They feel good. Like they feel like they're Superman. They feel like they just turn into a Super Saiyan when they buy that designer. But it's
Talk to
crazy when you go buy an asset that can generate some money for you. You don't feel the same way. You don't feel the same way when you're trying to learn something.
That's another thing too. The black community, a lot of people there don't want to put no money up towards something that can eventually make them money in the long term if it doesn't make them money in the short term.
And that's why they resort to selling drugs.
Talk to them.
Because it's quick money. But the thing about it, again, like I said, you lack foresight. You can only get away with it for so long. You will get caught sometime, some way.
That's a fact.
And then all the work that you just put in that you could have did in something else that could potentially bring you everlasting success and fortune, you chose not to do so.
That's a fact. And the ladies got a point with this one too. Dudes, I know you want to provide. I know you want to. They selling the drugs and they doing all of this stuff. I truly believe human beings are good. They doing it out of the core to create a better life for yourself. But it's just the approach. We need more fathers in the community. Y'all can't throw y'all lives away like that.
Yeah,
I see where the ladies is coming from with that. And don't get me wrong. I understand a lot of them married the government, but also a lot of niggas crashed out and left shorties hanging. Mm-hmm. We can't not address that.
It's on both ends. This is why there's a lot of single mothers in the world now, especially in our community, is that one, the women are not willing to work with the father. That's one, because social media and everything is portraying them to be this independent, strong woman. You can only be independent for so long.
And social media and Hollywood media, shit like that, always portrays the worst elements of the black man.
Mm-hmm. And then also with the black man too, because listen, single mothers they're not the only reason why they're single. It's also the parents, the parenting, the whole entire situation.
Talk to him.
There's no father in the house, so the man that's growing up doesn't know how to be a man.
And the women that's growing up don't see a man. Mm-hmm. They don't understand. They got delusional
concept of what a man is. Because if you never really seen one in your life, how you're gonna be able to portray or picture a man?
Talk to him.
So put like this, with a man in the house, right? Information is out there like crazy. So I get that you probably didn't have a father growing up or you didn't have a father figure, but you should know how to be a man or try to learn how to become a man, how to be a provider, how to be a father and stuff like that.
Absolutely. And as mentors in the community, you could join a sports team, coaches out there. Mm-hmm. It's so many different avenues that you could take. Like he said, the internet. I've learned tons of shit from the internet.
Oh, and the fucking, I would say this, a lot of these street niggas are fucking the most emotional ones out there.
Talk to them.
And the crazy part is, you know the reason why they're so emotional?
Get
because
right.
they wasn't raised with a father. The streets become their father.
Damn, bro. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people head towards the streets because they want to be accepted. They don't have that love from a male figure. Yeah,
from the inside. They have to step out on the porch.
Damn. Yeah, we getting through some shit here. We definitely triggering them. What would you tell the black? We asking y'all too. What would y'all tell the black community? And look, I'm about to say something that's extremely controversial because I don't give a fuck at all. What would you tell the black community if they weren't so triggered by words? And this is not only addressed to the black community, white people, Spanish people, Asian people, Jewish people, Middle Eastern people. Y'all can address us too. I got strong character. If y'all got to say some shit that might hurt my feelings or my community's feelings, I'm allowing y'all to say it because that's the only way that we're going to get better. This is the human race at the end of the day. We all need to hold each other accountable. That's another thing with black people too. They feel like you can't tell them nothing if you ain't black. That shit pisses me off. I can learn from anybody.
That's actually very true. That's very true. But the crazy part is, they think that nobody could tell them nothing if they're not black, and they still don't even listen to the same black people that's telling you something.
Talk to them.
Because that OG that's spitting game, like OG, you don't know shit.
Talk
you don't
to
know
them.
Nothing. You don't know what the fuck going on.
Talk to
them.
them.
They don't like to listen to nobody but themselves.
Not knowing that OG
has lived life.
Exactly, and he was just like you at one point, and he's trying to break the cycle. That's exactly what we're doing right here. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I did a lot of dumb shit in my life.
Me too.
Oh
But
my
I
goodness.
listened, and I learned and understand that I didn't want the same for how my parents had grown up from me. So I had to figure it out,
That's a fact.
and that's why we're here now.
That is a fact. So we asking the black community, we asking the Asian community, we asking the white communities, we asking all of y'all, what would y'all tell the black community if they weren't so triggered by words? That's the only question we got during this episode. I feel like it's an extremely important question. A lot of these subjects need to be addressed. We could do a deep dive on a lot of these subjects, but right now we just bringing shit up and attacking at least addressing the status quo, because things will never change if nobody addresses it. We got to stop sweeping this shit under the rug. We got to stop acting like we don't see this shit. Nah, I understand. Like I said, I'm not a parent, but that don't mean I can't call out bad parenting when I see it.
Listen,
I was a child before. I had parents.
and I had good parents, so
Talk to 'em.
I can speak on what parenting should look like.
Talk to them.
And I also seen what bad parenting can do for people too. So, and the next thing also in the black community, and this is actually everywhere, social media has destroyed us.
Oh my goodness. It made us, we were already on that following bandwagon, but it just took it to the next level.
Whole nother level, bro. Like,
It's-
look at what the black community and just communities as whole look at. All and they share all the negative shit.
Every time.
Oh, somebody just got killed over here, shared 1,000,000 times. Oh, they're beefing and having a war over here 1,000,000 times. Oh, these two rappers are talking shit about each other. Same thing with the Kendrick and Drake beef.
Yep.
Look at how the whole community has banded together to watch and share everything now that everybody's beefing with each other. Quavo and Chris Brown, and you got Metro Boomin and Drake. Like, everybody's just coming together to support negativity when we should be working together.
Yep.
Shit is crazy, and social media has influenced us to crash out for attention.
Yeah, it people are always going to do what they're incentivized to do. And social media, I don't know what it is, Mark Zuckerberg or whoever the fuck is behind these shits. I ask myself the question all the time, is it human nature because negativity spreads, or is it because the algorithm and that's what y'all want us to see?
So, I will say that negativity does get a lot of attention because in the news, like Fox 5 and CNN and all those things, they forefront all of the negative shit, the crime that happens because it has the most type of views, right?
Absolutely.
And the next thing is that with social media, look at all the things that are gaining the attention now. Now, I would say this for both genders. For the female, it would definitely be all of the sexuality. So showing your body, all those stuff that gets attention, because put like this, your own self, the way how you are, doesn't get any traction because you're not a decent person. So you got to show your body so you can get some attention. And the crazy part is the men that you think that you're attracting don't want to know you as a person. They just want to get to know your body. Understand
Talk
that.
to them.
And once they get to know your body, they don't want anything else to do with you.
Talk to them.
And then for the men, you're crashing out for all this money, clothes, and wealth to portray that you're wealthy to get those same women. And besides what you have on the surface level of all the clothes, shoes, materialistic, nice cars, remember, those same women that you're trying to pull got to come back to your house, buddy. So if you live in a basement with no kitchen,
Dirty designer.
dirty drawers,
You ain't washing your ass. You just worried about the surface level shit. What you got on, it's really what's inside, man. That's how you keep a woman.
Because put like this, you can have all the designer clothes, all that other stuff, right? But then when you actually approach a woman and you can't speak to her and you can't pull game, you're not going to get her. So you just spend $10,000 in an outfit for absolutely no reason.
Short-term mindset.
They see everybody else with designer, getting women, all this other stuff. But the designer is just an addition to what the person is. So if you're a good speaker and you dress well because you got that shit on, that's why you're attracting everybody that you're attracting.
Talk to
But
him.
if you're actually put it like this, if you're naked, right? Let's say naked. Let's say you got some drawers on or something. But, let's say you don't got no clothes on, right? And you don't take care of your body. That's one. You don't look physically attracting. You're
That's
not going to
true.
attract anybody. That's one.
That's true.
Two, if you can't speak, if you don't know how to speak with women, you're not going to attract them. That's two.
Talk to him.
And then once you get them, if you don't know how to act around them, you're not going to be able to keep them.
Talk to him.
So the designer clothes is just hiding the dirty personality that you have.
Yeah. It goes back to the short term and long term mindset. Becoming a better person takes time.
A lot of time.
And I think that a lot of people, especially in the Black community, that's what we're talking about. They skip that phase and just worry about the surface so they can get the results quick, not realizing that those results are going to just fly right out the window real quick.
Yep.
You may be able to attract shorty. You may be able to get some popularity, but eventually you're going to crash out.
Yep. But like this, anything that you get quickly can be gone just as quickly.
Talk to them.
So you guys are crashing out for absolutely no reason, bro. Literally. Too damn emotional. Too damn you don't have no foresight. Like it's just insane, bro.
Absolutely. We touched on a couple of topics here. We definitely got some content here. I can't think of any more right off the dome. I don't want to just drag the episode and just keep touching stuff. So I'm going to keep asking y'all the question. We want y'all to get into the comments. I'm going to leave my most important piece. He's going to leave his most important piece. What would you tell the Black community if they weren't so triggered by words? What I would tell them, one of the most important things that I try to do is read, man. This shit helped me out a lot. Mm-hmm. Not this book specifically. I mean, yeah, it did. Yeah, books in general. But
that's not the most scary thing in the world, bro. It's not gonna bite you. Okay? When you open up the book, bro, you're not gonna fall inside and be trapped forever. Just read the book. Just read the first couple of pages, bro. You might be intrigued.
Talk to them. They got audio books. They got different ways that you can consume this information and start making your changes to your life for the better. Start evolving. It's what's that quote? If you don't want somebody to find it, hide it in a book. Yeah. That shit is so true. Yeah. It's so much information. We was raised off of TV, y'all, and that shit was fucking fake. It's not real. We look at the world with that delusional mindset because media and propaganda has infiltrated our minds. Mm-hmm. And I like I said, that's my most important piece. I think books is a very good counteraction to that. It helped me out a lot. I don't have all the answers. I would love to just open up a book that's by a 74-year-old person that been through life. I don't have to take all of their tips and tricks, but
the only ones that are related to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my most important piece. Read books.
Yeah. And
Trap.
I would say one thing that the Black community, if the Black community wasn't so triggered by words, is sometimes you're wrong.
Oh, talk to them.
You're not right every single time.
Talk to them.
Because somebody call you out on your bullshit doesn't mean that you got to crash out on them.
Oh, my God.
Take it into consideration and understand that you got to become a better person because you're human. You're going to make mistakes. So understand your mistakes and turn your mistakes into lessons.
That's a fact. We could close it out on that. Mm-hmm. What we would tell the Black community if they weren't so triggered by words, you're not always right. You have to learn how to admit when you are wrong. Mm-hmm. When you do that, you learn right after that. You grow right after that. Mm-hmm. It's even small, little, simple examples. Like I'll be at work in the truck with my coworker and they'll be like, "You seen this movie?" Most of the time, a lot of people I know will be like, "Yeah, I seen that. I know exactly what you're talking about." Knowing you capping your ass off. I'm quick to be like, "Nope, I ain't see that. I ain't read that. I ain't hear about that. Let me know. Teach me something."
Mm-hmm. So you got anything for the men, anything for the women that you want to say?
I mean, I usually do say my outro.
But make it different. Make it
yeah. I want to
for the Black community.
Damn.
I got one.
Yeah, all
You
right, yeah,
see.
get right.
Men, stop crashing out over females.
Talk to him.
They're not your entire world.
Just one shorty you crashing out over?
Just one shorty, which the same shorty
Billions on the planet.
the same shorty that you crashing out over. When you're in jail, she gonna be with the next nigga.
Oh my
So,
goodness, talk to him.
Stop crashing out over females. Crash out over yourself, right?
Talk to him.
Get yourself in order, and don't let anybody bring you down.
That's a fact.
And understand you could do anything that you put your mind to.
That's
right?
a fact.
And women, hold yourself accountable for certain things that you do, and understand that you're not always right,
Oh
and
my
you can
goodness.
get better, and that's
Goodness.
how you get a better man.
Yes, sir, Ski. This is the Hood Analyst Podcast where we talk about that real hood. Look, this is who we are. We brought up Kendrick Lamar and Drake, but you see how we flipped the angle? We're not talking about what they got going on in the news and the pedophile shit and all of that. We don't talk about celebrity shit like that. The only time we'll bring up celebrities if we can relate it to something that we've experienced or we've seen in the hood or in real life. That's what I'm going to end it out on. Y'all not going to catch us talking about Diddy and shit.
Yeah, stop worrying about all the celebrities and make yourself one.
Talk to him.